The Voldam event started out by being a mass national championship event, and to that we added additional events such as regional racing events, and to that we added cruising events. And the Voldam is going to be the focal point to which we are going to take the media and the authorities and the people that we want to show ourselves off to. But that's not the be all and end all of the thing. We want over that long weekend for sailing to be seen everywhere possible in this country, and I mean seen in a big way. So you will have noticed that there are things happening from the top of the west coast at Port Owen all the way through to Zululand Yacht Club. There are things happening, and the first thing I'm wanting to ask you is to ask everybody to be actively involved in something to do with sailing over that weekend. And I mean actively involved. Get your boat onto the water, go sailing. If you don't have crew, find crew. There's lots of, if you just follow the newsletters and things like that, there are lots of potential crews around. I'm thinking now of the Sea Cadets who've just joined us. I'm thinking now of the various development programs that we have. There's a lot of potential. All that it means is that you have to just step out a little bit outside of your comfort zone and take that step. Everybody that owns a boat, everybody who's interested in sailing needs to be involved in this long weekend. We need to make sure that within these 3 days, we put sailing on the South African map in a way that it won't be forgotten for a long time. And what does that do? What does that do for us? That gives us a whole lot of credibility, firstly, amongst our own community. That gives us a moment to say to ourselves, shit, we can do this. Watch us now. Just watch us. We can all work together and we can put something fabulous together. And if we have 10,000 members and we have 10,000 people actively involved in this weekend, it's going to be huge. But it will leave a legacy of us having an understanding that we can actually do this stuff. It's going to give a message to the authorities. The authorities are going to say, wait, this isn't just a bunch of rich old white guys. Sorry, did I get the order right? White, old, rich guys? Our demographic, the biggest problem with our demographic, it is mostly male, and then it's mostly old. But we're going to make a statement that that isn't our demographic. We're going to make a statement that our demographic is this 10,000 strong group of vibrant young people who are going sailing. That's the picture that we want to leave in the minds of the authorities. And we will be taking certain selected people, influencers, I call them, people who talk around the boardroom tables, and people who actually have things to say about leases and who have things to say about tenure to the water. Those are the people that we're targeting, and we're going to have them involved so that they can see exactly what we're on about. And the third group of people that we want to influence, we don't have a sponsor for this event. Can you imagine being in a situation where you have an event which has potential participation of 10,000 people from diverse backgrounds throughout the country and not being able to have a sponsor? And it's quite simple. The sponsors don't actually see that. What the sponsors want to see is they want to see numbers. They want to see statistics. And I'm going to get back to that very shortly. So the first thing that I want to just impress on everybody is how vitally important it is that we take this chance over these 3 days and everybody stand together and everybody do something towards making this event a spectacle. Now, we don't have 10,000 people on this call. So it's going to be incumbent on you to start spreading the word in your sphere of influence, to start talking to the people that you know, the old guys that sit on the corner of your bar, or the youngsters who go sailing, they're optimists, or the guys who think that they're not good enough to race, or the people who are concerned that they can't go cruising because they only have day skippers qualifications. All those people are the people that we want you to actually start drawing into this net. We're doing a lot of pushing, but we're not getting there. There's just not enough of us. But if all of the people on this meeting start dragging people into their net, we'll soon have those 10,000 people involved in this weekend. What do we need from okay, so So let me just stop right there. When I say events, they're events that are already in place. Okay, if you have a South African Sailing website, I believe I don't do much of the electronic click and stuff. I need to ask my children to do that for me. But I believe if you go to the SA Sailing website, you will be able to click on a single SA Sailing 75th thingamabob, click on it, and that will open up for you all the events that have been formalized so far. And you'll see there's a lot of events that have been formalized so far, but there are a lot of events that are still outstanding. I got a call from Quebeca today asking if they could still have an event. And the answer is yes. I know, for example, that Boskop Yacht Club is going to be having an open day at Boskop, and they haven't put that on the website yet. And so there's space for anybody who has an event which they would like to organize over this weekend to have it on that website. And it's important that all the events be there, because that's going to be a point where people actually have a look at this thing and say, my goodness, look at the size of this event. Look how much is happening. Look how many different things are happening. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to make sure that all the events are actually lodged there. The next thing that we need to do is we need to understand the importance of having entry forms. We need to understand the importance of having everybody's name that was involved in this event, because everybody's name is going to be part of the statistics that we're going to be building up in this event. And those statistics are going to be shown to the authorities, and those statistics are going to be shown to potential sponsors. And those statistics are going to be what actually drives our future in sailing. Those statistics are the point that we're actually trying to make. We're trying to say, have a look at this, guys. We had a one weekend of sailing, and there were this many people involved in it. And we're not bullshitting you, because here is the name of every individual that was involved in this. Critical events must be logged on the website, and we need the names of everybody. We, as South African Sailing, haven't, and I say this now just straight out, we haven't received our funding from the Department of Sport this year. So we don't have unlimited funds to do this little project with, but we're taking what we can safely take out of our reserves, and we're putting it towards making this thing special. And one of the things that we will do is that everybody who takes part in this will get a cap, a celebratory cap, SA Sailing 75th celebratory cap. And that's going to be quite cool, and I hope we're going to have enough. As soon as we have numbers that exceed our orders, we're going to order more. Or even if we get an indication that we've ordered too few, we're going to order more. But we want to know those numbers as soon as possible, because not only do we have to have the caps made, but we have to have them distributed. So we've got to get some caps down to George Lakes, and we've got to get some caps down to Midmar, and we've got to get all over the show. And the other thing that we're doing is those will be free of charge to everybody who takes part. Everybody whose name's on a participating list, they will get a cap. There will also be t-shirts for sale. We've placed an interim order for t-shirts, but those could sell out. They're really nice t-shirts, but we don't have the funds to actually give everybody a t-shirt. But they're nice t-shirts, and people, I'm sure, are going to want to order them. So please order the t-shirts and get those orders in early, so that you'll have your t-shirt for the event. We want to have as much regalia available for the event as we possibly can. And I think it's very important that those things are actually there at the event. We're also having stickers made. So, for example, we have a keelboat sticker about that size, and we have a dinghy sticker about that size, and we have a big boat sticker about that size. We need to know how many of those we need to get. We've placed a provisional order, but we don't want those things not to actually be on site. The most important thing that we're doing is, the most important thing that we're doing, that was Michaela on the phone, more than likely telling me that I'm doing something wrong. The most important thing that we're doing is, for every entrant, we're having a car sticker made. Anybody that will remember Tertius Myberg and Bruce Delling will remember the old Musto and Hyde stickers that you used to find on the back of the rich guys who could afford new sails. It would be a Mercedes-Benz parked there with a red Flying Dutchman silhouette on the back window, and that said, I can afford Mustang Heights sales. Watch me. Now you're going to have a 75th celebration sticker on the back of your car that says, I took part in this special event. This will be a once-off, and it'll be an indication that you and everybody like you that took part in this event actually qualified to put that sticker on your car. This isn't just going to be something that we just hand out there. If you take part, if your name is on the list, you get the sticker. And we're trying to make those stickers exclusive. We don't want those stickers to be left around and people just to get them, stick them on the lawnmower and on the wheelbarrow and things. Those are special stickers, and we're wanting those stickers to have an exclusive look about them, and we want those stickers to attract people's attention and to show people that we, as the participants, have been involved in something really, really special. And that's those are the physical things that we're doing that you'll be able to pick up and that you'll be able to see. But the real stuff, the real reason why I want to talk to you guys tonight is that we need to establish a social media presence for this event that's going to be something spectacular. So we've developed, now I'm getting out of my depth there because I'm not sure about this stuff, but we've developed a thing called hashtag SA Sailing 75th. I've just looked at Facebook, and under the heading, I typed in hashtag SA Sailing 75th, and there are a lot of entries there. Entries about the Port Owen event this weekend past. Entries from Hobie Cats, a picture of a lady on the couch with a cat. I think it might have been Saskia, and I don't know what that's got to do with sailing, but she had hashtag SA Sailing 75th, and it got listed against our name. I had a look at, what's the other one called? I forget now. The one that's related to Facebook. I had a look there, and there's already Twitter. No, not Twitter, the other one. There's already about 100 hashtag SA Sailing 75th posts on that. As we build up to this event, I want to start seeing that starts trending. Okay, I want everybody, at least once a day, to put a picture of a yacht, or you're cleaning your boat, or you're going for a test sail this weekend, or you're going to the yacht club. Take a picture of the entrance to the yacht club, take a picture of a boat being launched, put it on social media, hashtag SA Sailing 75th, put it out there, and eventually, and I have this on good authority, after it starts trending, it will go viral. And then there's a thing that sounds like an Al Gore rhythm, okay? There's this thing that then actually kicks in and actually starts spreading this news exponentially. And that's the point where we want to be, where sailing actually starts hitting the South African social media and even the international social media to a point where everybody has to have a look at it and has to take notice, so that when we move into the long weekend, when we get into the long weekend, where there's real stuff happening, where there's all this cruising happening, where there's these national championships happening, where we've got celebrities visiting, all of this stuff, by the time that happens, we're already past trending. Then we just start throwing this exciting story at the public, and we've got to win. We've got to win. And it's that trending in the social media that's going to move this little exercise that we're having from just maybe 750 boats and 7,500 people involved. It's going to move it from there into cyberspace, into a space where everybody won't have a choice. They'll just have to look at yachting. They'll just have to see it. And so the onus can't be on me or Lucy or Vernon or Tawanda to do that. Everybody has to pick up the cudgels, and everybody has to do that. And we, the people that are on this meeting, we must encourage another congregation of people outside of this gathering, in your particular sphere of interest, to actually get involved in it. They don't even need to be sailors. You could ask your mother-in-law's Anglican Women's Association group to spread the word for you. You could if you wanted to have a picture of family sailing, you could send that to your grandchildren's kindergarten group and spread the word that way, and ask all of those people to spread that to their people, so that we get the maximum amount of coverage for this. At the end of the day, we're going to make something so special out of the long weekend in December that when it's done, we will all pat ourselves on the back. When it's done, we will all say, why on earth didn't we do this earlier? I just need to tell you that this isn't my idea. I've done very little work on this. This was an idea that originated with Steve Hegerstrom. And Steve and Lucy and Gabriella have put in an enormous amount of work into getting this thing as far as what it is now. If they continue working at that pace, the trajectory is going to be as it has been up until now. We cannot expect we can't expect just to leave this in their laps and say, okay, guys, thank you. That was cool. We go, all the regattas are sorted out. We've ordered the caps and we've ordered this. And now it's going to be just the same old, same old. We all now need to get into this thing and build on what they've created for us. And if you're going to be promoting your yacht club through this concept, and if you're going to be promoting your class through this concept, or if you're going to be just blowing smoke up your own ass on your Facebook page, that's also cool. But this is the opportunity to get all of that stuff done. This is the moment where that is all going to be relevant. So I want to appeal to everybody here to take what has been created by Steve and Lucy and Gabriella, what has been created by them, and we've got literally a month and a week between now and the start of the long weekend to turn that trajectory and to start making this thing succeed exponentially. And that was the message that I wanted to deliver to you guys tonight. And I don't know, but it looks like there's a lot more people here now than were here when we started. So the first person who's got a question is my wife. Sorry, John. Okay, I'm not going to answer Joel's question because it's inappropriate and we're no longer newlyweds. Did you hear her laugh? Okay. Does anybody have a question that they would like to ask? It's going to be difficult to have a question and answer session, but you all know my email address. If you don't, it's Mike R, M-I-K-E-R, @sailing.org.za. Mike R @sailing.org.za. Please feel free to, hi Alyssa, welcome. Please feel free to organize your own events, but keep us posted. We need to know exactly what's going on because we need to put all of those statistics together. Those statistics are going to make the difference. And of course, we've got logistical issues that we must deal with regard to stickers and caps and so on and so forth. So we need to be privy to all of that information all of the time. Lucy, do you see any hands?
Not at the moment. But if someone would like to raise their hand or unmute themselves, please go ahead.
Say again, Lucy.
No hands at the moment.
No hands at the moment. Okay. So I've said enough, guys. I've been talking for more than a half an hour now. So I need to say thank you for your patience. And I need to say thank you for being involved in this. And I need to appeal to you to help us to create the most spectacular sailing weekend that this country has ever seen. So thank you very much for being here. We really appreciate it. Have a good evening.